of Greenwich, and the editor, one of the editors of the Journal of Educational Innovation, and Change, which I think Sarah will talk about, and we're all inviting you to subscribe to that and hopefully to contribute to that at some point. So we're in the final stage now of the afternoon of what's been a very, very exciting day, I think. Have you all enjoyed it?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Good, okay. So the last bit then, this bit here rather, is a student panel of extremely courageous students who are sitting down here, about to talk to, well, you know, about to emulate what the lecturer might be having to do on a kind of daily basis. I hope you're feeling very sympathetic to lecturing start here, but it's the first time for many that they're doing that, so my hat off to their bravery. No heckling, please, from the audience in that case, and then we'll hand over to Sarah for the final 30 minutes session. I'm going to ask each of the groups, there are 5 groups here, they'll each speak for 5 minutes, and there will be a cut-off point which will be administered by my excellent and brilliant colleague here, Ellen Lesnar, who will sound a duck noise, quack, and also will sound a 1-minute warning. Okay, after 4 minutes. Okay. So wherever you're looking, yeah. So we're going to start first. We've got 5 groups, as I said. University of Southampton, first of all, then Hartbury College, then University of Westminster, then Bishop... Gloucester, thank you.
Hopeless, Simon.
So University of Southampton, first of all, we've got Courtney Rowan and Clarissa Chain. Would you like to?
Thank you. Hi. So yeah, I'm Courtney and this is Clarissa, and we're from Southampton, and we both study chemistry, we're in second year. But more importantly, while we're here, we're iChamps at Southampton. And we're really excited to talk to you today about the skills and experiences we've gained from being an iChamp, but also how we've evidenced those skills online and the projects we've been a part of.
When we first started out as iChamps, our main focus was building our online presence and really managing it and linking it all together so that we had control over how we were represented online, and these are, we work towards 3 different badges at the moment. We have the Education Enhancer badge, Digital Citizen badge, and the Workshop badge. And then once we've earned all 3, we'll earn an iChamp badge and become a main iChamp.
One of the ways we evidence our skills to prove that we've earned these badges is through an app, an e-portfolio website called Pathbright, which is really good, like we love it, and it's this thing where you can, this is mine, so this is my Digital Citizen badge, so it's got all my online presence things that I've got on here, and it's clearly shown everything. And it's really great because, I mean, I've been able to build up my online presence and show how I interact online like, in a professional manner, and that I'm aware of my online security as well, and it's all detailed in this Pathbright portfolio. And we really love it as well because it's not only looks really good, but it integrates well with everything else. So for instance, Clarissa and I both have these on our LinkedIn profiles, on our Twitter, so they're easily accessible from various social media platforms.
The first project that we worked on, we worked closely with a chemical education PhD student, helping him to develop an app that he'd created to use in the foundation year chemistry labs, and we basically reformatted the paper-based lab scripts into single steps to go in this app, and it would, well, we created questions to come up at certain steps to ask the students about what they were doing and why they were doing it, so they weren't just sort of following a recipe of what to do in the lab. We also ran workshops to help, well, in the foundation year labs off campus, to help the students get used to using LabDog and to make sure that they could really see the benefits of using it and how it was enhancing their learning while at university.
Another project that we're currently working on and we're really excited about is introducing Nearpod to our academic unit. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's basically an interactive presentation app that you can use online, and it's really good for using various methods of audience participation. So if you're running a lecture, you can get everyone to sign in, you can see the attendance, and you can ask questions, get people to draw things. It's really great. And we're currently working on using it within the modules of chemistry. So in chemistry, there's 3 core modules that all talk very differently, and we're using to show like how versatile it is and how it can be used to all the members of staff, and we're hoping to support them implement it in their lectures hopefully next year and the year after.
Working as an iChamp at our university, we have an equal partnership with the staff, so it really helps to make us feel respected and to know that any idea that we have will be listened to and will be respected as if it was another member of staff's idea. And we've seen, especially like the amount of change that can occur through just our ideas that we've come up from just talking about things we were working on. And we've learned how we can have like a real change within the approach to learning in our academic unit.
Yes, so that's sort of it, I guess. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us on Twitter or like ask us and come find us later. So thank you very much for listening.
So if you've got any questions, just hold them right to the end, and there'll be about 5 minutes or so where you can ask questions of any of the panel members. So Jessica Mears from Hartbury College is going to go next. Go for it.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a first year student at Hartbury. I've been involved with Hartbury TV, so it's a channel that's run through Facebook and YouTube, just promoting and showing what we actually do at Hartbury through more of a student's perspective on the grounds, rather than what may be done, during marketing, which is quite a clean cut edit. So it really shows what it's like personally for people. The great thing about Hartbury TV is it's working alongside students and staff. We're all on an equal level, and it's great because students have been given trust by our lecturers to go and film and show what we have. We've got power that other people may not have had. Personally, it's brought out a lot of confidence in me. I had a 5-year gap year and then returned to uni, so it was a completely new environment, and I knew that I wanted to go into marketing. So being a marketing intern and working alongside Hartbury TV has just broadened my horizons hugely and given me so many more opportunities and knowing what I want to do after uni. And I think it's just worked so well working alongside with the staff and coming to things like today with staff. It's just really building experiences and relationships between staff and students. Being a small uni is great because you do just walk around campus and a lecturer or professor will know who you are, come up and speak to you, which is great, and ask how you are, what you're up to. And I think it's just that close personal relationship you might not get in large universities.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay, so we now have Susanna Bertalova, Anna Dolzic, and Munisa Pajwa from Westminster University.
Great, thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Munisa. I'm a PhD student at the University of Westminster, so I'm going to give you a postgraduate insight into the student-staff partnership model that took place at the University of Westminster. So this year, Students as Co-Creators was run as a student-staff partnership model in its second pilot, and I have a passion for learning and teaching, and after my PhD I do want to pursue a career in academia, so I was quick to take up a role as projects coordinator for the programme. So as the projects coordinator, I was involved from the beginning, the recruitment of the projects, right to the very end, and evaluation of the overall model. So students were asked to come up with an idea for change that could enhance their learning and teaching, and propose this idea in collaboration with a member of academic staff. I worked very closely with 6 teams at the beginning of the year, student and staff teams, so I witnessed some really strong student and staff partnerships. I really enjoyed this experience. My main role was to ensure that the student staff teams had access to all the right resources for them to be able to complete their research on time. And part of this involved running workshops, training workshops, such as covering the ethical considerations in research, research design methodology, data analysis and academic writing. So helping the students produce a report that incorporated their research outcomes and recommendations, and also thinking about disseminating those results to create a university-wide impact. So for myself, I greatly benefited from a wealth of employability skills, as we discussed quite a lot today, but most of all, it's been a very inspiring process for me, particularly by working with the academic partners, who without this process wouldn't have been able to go forward. I think working very closely with them, I have become motivated that when I become an academic, I will be open to change and be happy to integrate student views. I've got two students with me today who are part of one of these projects, and they'll tell you more about the project now. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Anna, and I'm a first-year business management student at the University of Westminster. Regarding the project, I honestly think it was one of the best decisions that I've made so far at university to join this particular project. And it's called Students Co-Creators Assessment Briefing Project. And it's based on improving the briefings offered at Westminster Business School. But it doesn't only do that, but it also improves we're trying to improve the communication between staff and students and generally get more students involved. And I think one of the greatest benefits was having to improve this whole set of skills alongside working on the project. For example, one of them was getting some insight into how it would be like to work in a professional environment and with different people from different countries, different nationalities, with different cultures, and kind of getting to connect with them. And most of them were people that I had just met, so you can imagine it's a very valuable skill. Alongside research and, like I said, teamwork and IT skills, we designed some booklets, we created a report, and I'm proud to say that at the moment we're working on designing a template that will be used by the whole department. And I think at times it was a bit challenging to find the balance between the project work and other commitments. But having our supportive academic and setting up deadlines for the tasks that we do really helped us. And in the future, I would definitely love to join such a project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Susanna. I'm a first-year business management marketing student. And I joined the Students as Co-Creators project mainly because I wanted to be involved in some extracurricular activity. And I tried some, but when I saw this opportunity, I just took it. And I think it was a really good decision because it this project prepared me for some of my assessments as well. In order to successfully complete this project, we had to produce a report and a poster and booklet and present our findings as well, which prepared me for my assessment because we had to develop a presentation or write a report. So I would say that was the major advantage of taking part in this project, and it was quite difficult to manage the time when we had to think about the time we spent and doing. Sorry, I'm very nervous. To balance the time we spend at academic. Sorry, yeah, no, I think that's all. I think we finished the time.
It is nerve-wracking down here, I tell you. Right, we now have Amber Mitchley and Gemma Radcliffe from Bishop Grosseteste.
Grosseteste.
Okay, I'll get it.
Just mumble the second part, I think.
Try once more, Simon.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. As he said, I'm Gemma and this is Amber. Basically, we're here representing our DigiStars team, which is a digital student ambassador team. And basically, our role within the university is to promote digital fluency, which is one of our key graduate aims. we should all leave university with a good level of digital fluency. And basically, as well as part of our role, we sort of have individual projects. There's 5 of us on a team. We all have an individual project, all of which interlinks with each other's. We act as, guiding roles for each other and directions and to which way we can go and how we can make our project successful. So, for example, my project basically is improving the confidence of staff when it comes to using technology, as well as that linking that with students using technology and how we can get the 2 units working together to have a confident use of technology around the campus at BG. Amber's project, do you want to talk about your project?
So mine is looking at using mobile technology and sort of enhancing teaching and learning using mobile technology. And it's actually linked to Gemma's quite well at some point, sort of when I've sort of suggested ideas such as like Google Docs and apps and things that we could use in lectures. Staff have said they are interested, but they would like some sort of support with that. So that works quite well with Gemma's, maybe looking at sort of workshops and things we can hold and link them together that way. But in terms of sort of skills and like experience we've gained, I think we've gained quite a lot, even though this project only started sort of February time. I think one of the main ones is research skills, so sort of formulating surveys, holding focus groups and sort of conducting sort of informal interviews, and that would be useful as well. I know from like doing my dissertation and stuff, from doing surveys and conducting interviews, that's going to be useful in future academic works and things that we're going to be involved in. Communication skills as well, so like networking, not only at things like this today, but like at our launch event and things that we did, so networking with students and academic staff. Even though we are promoting digital fluency, still like our own digital fluency is evolving and being enhanced with that as we learn about new programs and new technology. I think we feel more involved, even though it is a small university and I've always felt involved. I think we feel now more part of the university and university life, being part of this team, so that's been a good thing that's come of it. I think we've gained a really positive relationship with staff and feel like on an equal footing with them, which is really important, and I think that's really helped sort of make the project be successful even in its short time. And I think the last main thing is just experience of speaking at conferences like this, because this is our first time doing this, so I hope we've done okay. But I think that's what we've learned. That'll do, I think.
Oh, you got one? Right, okay, good. Okay, so last but not least, we have Sheffield Hallam, Matthew Morgan, Liz Chipwood, and Tracy Lee. And Matthew, the only male student? Let's see, I think the female.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Cyril from Sheffield Hallam University, and we are student researchers. We've been working in the student engagement department, and obviously the title says researching, which is great because, like myself, I'm a humanities student. It's great to finally get out and practice some research methods and get paid to do it. So, we've been working on a number of different projects, all of which are really interesting. One I'm just going to talk about is we've been researching student reps, which is, we all know, a valuable bridge between the staff and the student experience. And we wanted to basically make a training video for staff in which we went out and interviewed student reps. It was great because we got to go and look through sort of thing, get in the face of the camera and ask them questions, more about their positive experience, but more about the negative experience, so we can try and learn from that and compile it into like a training video for staff to draw upon and learn from, I guess. So that's one project we've been working on, and I'll pass you over to the next Trace. Tracy.
Hello, my name is Tracy, and I'm a master's student in International Business Management at Sheffield Hallam. I'm a student researcher at math, and one of my tasks at Sheffield Hallam is conducting all of the literature reviews about co-design. That is a part of our React project. And through this one, I've learned a lot of different things. First of all, it's about the research skills. We had a lot of trainings about how to do the research, how to conduct the research really professionally. And we had a chance to work with all the academic staff. which in my opinion is really useful, especially when I'm about to write my dissertation. So these skills are really valuable. In addition, because I'm an international student, so I really like this opportunity because this is a chance for me to understand how British people work, like how is there any difference between your country and my country. In addition, because here all of my teammates are from different countries, Mark is British and Liz is from America, so we are like an international team. So I think this is a really good chance for me to improve the teamwork skills and the global perspective. And last but not least, because I'm studying business, but right now I'm doing the research about the student engagement, something that really not my background, and I work with people also from different backgrounds rather than me. So we have like a chance to enhance our network and to enhance our feeling of like belonging to the university rather than just only to our course or faculty. Like before, if people ask me where I am studying, I could say that I'm studying at Sheffield Business School, which is my faculty. But right now I'm proud to say, well, I'm a student researcher at Sheffield Hallam University. And now we'll move that to Liz.
Hi, my name is Liz. I'm doing a Master's in Public Health at Sheffield Hallam. And I will just build on what Tracy said, but yeah, I think that the opportunity to be a student researcher was really great just for us to learn more about research skills. Because after I got involved with my Master's, I kind of was looking at what kind of profession I want to go into. And I guess I just decided that research was kind of something I was leaning more towards, so to just have this opportunity to be involved with research. And I will also say too that I was given the opportunity to be a project partner on a project with TSEP and the QAA, and from that as well I did a focus group and qualitative interviews, which I think is just an amazing experience. And I think that academia can be quite intimidating, and even this is quite intimidating, so I think it's great just to be able to have experiences like this, but also to really look at academia and that side. And yeah, that's all. Do you have anything? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Pam. You've been very well disciplined, I have to say. Trying to manage a bunch of academics on panels to keep you entertained. Okay, so we have some time for questions, about 5 minutes or so for questions. Okay. So I think what might be the best thing to do would be to see how many questions there are out there. If you can say your question, and maybe we can group some of them rather than trying to answer a particular question and taking time for that. So, has anyone got a question? So,
mine is the iChance mentions that you've got some sort of digital badge.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that on?
If you switch and press it there.
You talked about the fact that you've got some digital badges, but nobody else talked about any. You talked about the skills that you gained, but you didn't mention whether or not you got any sort of recognition for it from your institute. Did you get anything? Or are you gaining?
Okay, we'll hold that one. Okay. Anyone else wants to ask a question at all? Come on, students. Let's have one from you. Back there.
I've got to go all the way to the back.
If there is one at the back, is there one at the back?
Someone.
Yeah, there's one over there. Excellent.
Hi, my question's for Matthew. I was just wondering if you were talking about the bad experiences of course reps. I just wondered what specifically from your university, what the bad negative experiences for course reps were.
Gathering feedback, basically the disengagement with student apathy. A lot of students don't even know who the student rep is. A lot of student reps just vanish into the woodwork after they sign up. And the common theme we got from the interviews was that they were just struggling, the new guys and student reps aren't, they were just struggling to get feedback out of people. I mean, you get some really proactive student reps that you can go to and you feel quite a corner, but you get some really bad student reps as well, and people don't even know who they are. And it's that's why they've tried to do this training video to try and enhance the student experience. And we're looking at ways in which we can do that. So yeah, that's basically it.
Then maybe we can open it up in terms of recognition student reps. So any other last question, and we'll take them all together. Can we have a mic? Come on, Marcus. We'll send you. Yeah. We need another question right at the top there. Okay, last question.
If each team could identify, and that's you're by yourself, so if for each project, if you could identify, say, 3 positive impacts that your university and other students and staff will have as a result of your project. So 3 positive impacts for students, staff, and university in general.
Okay, good, thank you. So I think we'll close the questions at that point. So I've got something about recognition and sort of digital badges there. We've got something specifically about course reps, but again, I think that could be more general, so maybe other people are dealing in terms of course reps and experiences of course reps. And then the impacts on your university. So some of those things might be taken together. Does any particular one want to answer any of those questions?
We'll take the first one.
You're going to take the first one?
Take the first one.
Okay, about recognition.
Yeah,
badges.
recognition.
Yep. Great.
If we could. Right. Yeah, you guys mentioned that you do badges and things like that. At BG, that is something we are looking into doing, just to get more students involved, sort of get more students believing that they can sort of do things if they're rewarded for it, I think, in a sense. As well as that, we also do an employability award, which basically, you know more about that, don't you? You can do that one.
Yeah, so in terms of us as digital student ambassadors getting recognition, so yeah, the badge is something we're looking into, but at the moment we have the employability award, so you get points for like paper, volunteering, all sorts of things like that. So it sounds a bit like the Lincoln Award, I think, that they have here. But also, this is a paid role that we do, so there is a like financial benefit for us, but it's more than that. It's about wider, doing something we enjoy, but also like wider employability skills that will carry on beyond our university kind of journey. Really.
And while you got the mic, any impacts on your positive impacts on your?
I did write down through quickly, but so positive impacts. I guess we hope to sort of change, sort of small changes, but sort of enhance teaching and learning at the university, but through like digital aspects and through digital technology. Yeah, small changes, long-lasting influence. It links to our graduate attributes as well, so through doing these kind of projects, we're enhancing digital fluency like across the campus, we hope. And I think it just sort of gives like a positive staff-student relationship and sort of radiates that out to the university and gives positive sort of impact.
Okay, anyone else want to?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I answer the question about the recognition? Well, in our case, we were quite lucky to, first of all, build very steady relationships with other students and with academics as well. And we did a lot of networking. I would have never met half of the people that I did while working on the project. And then if we move on to the other side of the recognition, the project is here accredited, so that we will go to our records. And we also got a bursary for successfully doing the project. And then you could imagine how well it would look like on our CVs as well. So that makes us more employable.
I was going to talk about the impact of the staff of the institution. I think Susanna, would you like to say about the impact on students? Yeah, so on staff, well, the impact of the staff is that we think with the process that we ran, staff now have a better understanding of what their students are expecting from them, particularly from your example of the assessment briefing project. The students have highlighted their concerns and what's not clear and what is clear. And now hopefully the academics will have a better understanding of what the students would like the assessment briefing to look like. As an institution on a whole, I think that ultimately we hope to improve student satisfaction, and that's where the institution will benefit. Susanna,
Yeah, and we are also hoping to have an impact on students as well, because if we created templates for assessment briefing, so there will be one template for all assessment briefing at our Westminster Business School, and by that we would if learning committee would accept that, we would be hopefully we would satisfy students. So they would understand assessment briefings more, and they would gain better marks as well.
So I think we've come to an end of the panel. So I'd like to thank the panel very, very much again for the fantastic. Sheffield wants to say something. Sorry, Sheffield.
Yes, we do. Okay. We just wanted to answer the question, I guess. We think that the students, just from our perspective, anyway, as student researchers, we've gained not confidence, I would say, definitely having confidence, but also just in general our employability skills and our soft skills, and just being more employable in general. And then the staff, I don't know if I can speak for our staff, but I imagine that they really enjoy having the student perspective in their work, their professional working environment. And the institution, obviously, they get to hear the student voice, and from that, they just improve the quality of their institution in general. So, yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? I would just like to add that I remember after the very first meeting at Greenwich, we tried to find some student change agents to help us in the next iteration of the Change Agent Network, and they all got jobs. And I think it's something about the quality of being a student change agent that actually, if you engage in that particular way, you'll develop so many skills and you won't have a problem getting work, that's for sure. So thank you again.
And I'd just like to say thanks, Simon, for his chairing, but also just something very small for you to nibble on your journey home.
This is the healthy option.
We'll go, Sarah, do you want to go again?
Right, well, it was a fabulous panel, and can I just really reiterate those thanks.